Hi, welcome back to Baking with Josh and Ange.
Hey you guys, this week we have a little video from when we went to Boston.
Boston.
Beantown.
Home of the Red Sox.
And many other things.
No, and great food.
Great food and really awesome people.
Yeah.
I had such a good time.
Me too, me too.
I froze my butt off.
Yeah.
I was so cold.
She did. Not really anything unusual. I mean, it's pretty much here too. She freezes her butt off.
It was pretty cold there, but we were talking to people there and they're like, are you kidding? We're having a heat wave.
I told Josh we should take an umbrella. They had one at the hotel. He was like, no!
We never get rain in California. This is great.
So we went to Boston because I was invited by Northeastern University to talk to their theater department, which was so much fun. I just loved it. I loved it. The students were just so excited and they're just like at the beginning of their life. You were in the wings. You were like watching.
Yeah.
You were so sweet.
It's so fun to see her speak too. I mean, obviously, an evening with Angela Kinsey, who wouldn't want to go to that?
Stop it.
You know?
You stop
Seriously.
it.
No, but she tells all these great stories. Such a great storyteller. So,
You're so
it's
sweet.
fun. It's
You're
fun.
So sweet. This guy. He's like, I have that evening every night, and it's real special. So I'd like to thank everyone at Northeastern for coming out. I had such a great time, and thank you for having me.
I'm available too if you want me to come speak.
Yeah, we'll do a Q&A.
We should do a Q&A at some point, but
We should do a Q&A. Do you guys want us to do a Q&A? Is that weird to not bake?
I don't
We're
know.
baking with Josh and Ange.
I don't know. We're not baking today. So after Angela was done speaking at Northeastern, we had one extra day to spend in Boston. Just a short trip.
We packed in a lot in those 2 days.
Sure did.
And we went sightseeing.
We went to the north end of Boston, and we went and saw the Freedom Trail where Paul Revere rode his horse.
The English are coming!
English are coming! English are coming!
And we went to his house, which was really interesting.
It was. Times were different back then.
Times were a little
A
different.
little different. Found out he had 16 children.
16! How many lunches do you make?
16 children.
Lunches
And he
for
was a
3 kids.
dentist.
He dabbled.
Yeah,
that's the thing back then. He was in industry and all this stuff, and then he dabbled in
It's
dentistry.
like goldsmith in dentistry.
And then he made silverware. The man did a lot of stuff. So we went to Paul Revere's house because we are dorks for history. I love history. And so here's our little thing from there. The guys that work at the Paul Revere house, they know so much about Boston. I actually really enjoy just talking to them and learning about the city's history. You guys, I'm so lame. I want something touristy.
She cannot leave a gift shop without getting something.
I can't. I don't care where we are.
It's like a curse.
It might be my curse, you guys. I love a gift shop. I don't care if I'm at a museum, Edinburgh Castle,
A gas station.
I want a trinket. So I bought a Paul Revere Christmas ornament. This is one thing I do though. Everywhere we go, I collect Christmas ornaments.
Yep.
We have an ornament from Hawaii and from Scotland.
Yeah.
Now we have Paul Revere. I love it.
The north end of Boston is really quaint too. It's just they have so many nice restaurants and little shops and stuff. So it was really fun.
Really fun. We walked down by the water. It was a beautiful day.
Yeah, beautiful.
Beautiful. Cold, but beautiful.
Yeah.
And you guys, I wanted a donut, and some of you came through for me.
Okay, so we took some of your advice, and we're going to Blackbird Donuts.
What? Donuts, come on.
Yum.
So
Shocker.
thank you.
She wanted a donut. Can you believe it?
We went here.
Went to Blackbird Donuts, and it was awesome.
Yes, and so a few of you suggested this place. Thank you, because it was so good.
It was perfect.
We walked around Boston eating donuts.
It was great.
It was so
it was
great. I bought a coffee mug.
Yeah.
From the
she
donut
can't
shop.
leave anywhere
Because-
without getting to drink it.
Because I need a nickety knack.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, look, it's from Boston.
It's cool though. I like it.
It's my coffee mug.
I mean, even though we only got to spend a little bit of time in Boston, we had such an amazing time sightseeing and trying food and beer, and
we had a pint of beer. Why do I do that?
I don't know. Pints of beer. Sam Adams.
So one of the other cool things we got to do is we were invited to this amazing restaurant in Boston.
Yes, Bar Mezzana.
Bar Mezzana. If you're in Boston, go check it out. The food is so good. And we got to meet one of their chefs and owner, Colin Lynch.
Yes.
Colin, we love you.
Colin, you're awesome. So Colin took us in the back. He took us back in his kitchen and showed us how to make pasta.
He showed us how to make one of his dishes, and it's got crab meat in it and jalapenos
and this Urfa pepper.
and Meyer lemon.
Yeah.
It was so good. And Colin, thanks, because guess who now wants a pasta maker?
Yeah, it was so cool to watch him make the pasta. I think I could do it.
I know you could do it, but where the heck are we going to put
I don't
them?
know. They have
They're enormous.
We don't have to get the big one. We can get a small crank one to start with.
So we thought today we would show you the dish that we made with Colin in his kitchen. I would make this dish. I would just
buy the pasta, which I think is okay.
Yeah,
I think it's like
Colin, that's okay, right? If we don't have a pasta maker,
he's judging you from Boston.
Don't judge me, Colin. And while we were at Bar Mezzana, the local NBC affiliate stopped by, the Hub.
The Hub,
NBC Boston, the Hub.
Yeah.
And so Colton Bradford went around the kitchen with us and interviewed Josh and I, and that's going to be on the Hub. So we can't wait to see that. Thank you, NBC, the Hub, for stopping by. So you're going to see, as Josh and I are in the kitchen, you'll see their cameraman, Barry, who was awesome.
Barry Littlefield. Dude.
Barry was giving us so many tips. Barry and Hannah, everyone was wonderful.
Everyone was great.
Thank you, guys.
All right, so now we'll show you a little bit of cooking with Colin at Bar Mezzana.
Hey guys, we are here today with Colin.
Hey everyone.
Hi, we're in Boston at Bar Mezzana.
Bar Mezzana.
Right?
Correct.
And what are we going to make today?
Today we're going to make some fresh pasta. It's called tagliolini.
Yes!
And then we're going to do that with some crab, some jalapenos to make nice and spicy, and then really awesome Urfa beaver spice from Turkey.
Sign me up. Let's do it. So the first thing Colin showed us is how he makes homemade pasta. And I thought that was so cool.
It was so cool.
He took the flour and he made it into a little volcano. He said you have to make a wall because then you crack your eggs in the middle.
Right.
And as you beat the eggs and the flour slowly joins the eggs, it doesn't spill out. So he mixed that together, and then he patted it into this little...
It's kind of folded into this dough, and then they have a super nice pasta machine.
Big fancy machine from Italy. Basically now you're just going to start at kind of the widest part.
And it does everything.
It's huge and
it's beautiful. So he just would feed it through and keeping it thinner and thinner, and
you can just tell he knows his way around the kitchen because he did it so easily. It was so fluid, and then he took it out and he flipped it over.
He made it look a lot
it.
easier than it probably really is.
I feel like I would have dough. I would be everywhere. Yeah. So Colin showed us how to make the homemade pasta.
Yeah.
And then we actually got to go to the stovetop.
Oh, that was really cool.
You love that.
I did.
All right, so here are all the ingredients to make that dish. So we have the pasta that we just made here. We have some Meyer lemons, some regular butter, some fresh crab meat from Maine. This is a crab butter that we make with crab roe and butter mixed together. Urfa pepper. So the Urfa pepper is that dried chili from Turkey. It smells like raisins and chocolate.
Interesting, smell, earthy kind of smell.
And some salt. We have some scallions. And the last thing we're going to need is for Ange to slice up some jalapenos for us.
All right, here I go. I had one job. Josh did most everything else. My one job was to cut the jalapeno, which I did.
Yeah.
Colin wanted me to leave the seeds in it because he said this is a spicy dish.
He said if you're going to make something spicy, make it spicy.
Yeah, make it spicy.
I agree. I totally agree.
Yeah, you love that. So then the next step is we got all of our ingredients. What do you call it?
He called it mise en place. Is that right?
Mise en place.
Mise en place. It's when you have everything set out, ready to go.
Mise en place. It literally means everything in place. So whenever we're cooking in the restaurant, all this stuff's done. Okay. So when you're cooking, you're just actually cooking.
He was like, let's get it mazed up, or I said something really, really awesome. I want to use it though.
We got all of our stuff ready, our mise en place, and then you went to the stovetop.
Went to work. I mean, it was so much fun. We put the olive oil in, and then we just started adding all the little different ingredients, and added the crab, and we got this sauce together that we had to try the sauce, of course, to make sure it tasted good. Once we had all the ingredients in, then we cooked the pasta for just 2 minutes, used some of the pasta water
he
in the
dipped
sauce.
it in the hot water.
Yeah, put the pasta in and mixed it all together.
He had you flipping
He
it.
had me flip it. It's a lot harder than it looked.
Colin, man, was just
he was like, whatever.
Not a drop
Man.
came out.
Just
He just had it going. And all of a sudden I would hear on the stovetop, I'd hear, I'm like, Josh,
It's like, oh, sorry.
the sauce is
He's
coming up.
dude, it's cooking. It's no big deal. I'm like, I'm sorry, I made a huge mess.
By the end, you got one too. And then you got so excited. He was like, woo!
Yeah, I'm gonna cook. All right, and we're done.
Yeah, this is awesome.
delicious.
You did a great job, man. I'm very impressed.
And then we got to eat it, and it was so dang
good. Something so easy, so simple, with all the ingredients set out. It only took maybe 2 minutes to make, it felt like.
But anyway, thank you so much to Bar Mezzana for hosting us.
Thank you so much. And we love the dish that Colin made and I made so much that we actually went back for dinner.
Because we were talking about all these other restaurants we might try, and then I was like, I just want to go back there. The pastas were so good, and the seafood was so good. They introduced us to this local rum made in Massachusetts. This gal, Half Pint Maggie, I follow her on Instagram now. Yeah, it was just a really special night.
Yeah.
And thank you so much to Bar Mezzana for hosting us, and to Colin for showing us how to make homemade pasta, taglioni, and
thank you to the NBC. NBC's the hub.
NBC's the hub.
Gosh.
Colton We love you. Come to Los Angeles, and
Yes.
we can't wait to see more of you guys. So thanks you guys for coming along with us to Boston. It's a little road trip video.
Yeah, and we'll be back next week cooking or baking something in our kitchen, maybe for Valentine's Day.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah,
Valentine's
that's
Day. We'll
coming
be
up.
back home.
All right, guys, we'll see you next week.
Thanks you guys.
All right, bye.
Bye. Thank you to everyone at Northeastern is hard to say. Try to say it.
Northeastern.
Oh, fine.
Jazzercise. Hit up with the robe.
Oh my gosh. You're welcome. You're welcome. We have delicious baked goods
I know,
all the time.
all the time. I know.
I'm down here.
What?
Television.
Down up here.
You learned so
Oh,
much.
Jesus.
As I
Nice.
bust my butt.
That's what she said. That's what she said. I couldn't resist. Look how long it's getting. Sorry. Amazing restaurant in Barston.
Marston.
All right.
Ta-da!